Could you not have come out when you were playing at Leeds?
I was. I think all the things that I heard when I was younger and things I heard in the locker room made me feel like that it wasn't possible, that I would be kind of outcasted. But I kind of learned from this experience that the same guys that I heard the most homophobic things from were the same guys that supported me. So looking back on it, I think I could have.
Because we should explain to those. I mean, you were 25 basically.
Yeah. So it's a long time.
Well, you're young, and we're talking end of what, in 2013, so a couple of years, effectively a couple of years.
Yeah.
And what did you had? I mean, because what was it like in the locker room? How did people talk about gays?
Yeah, so I've played football since I was 5, and at every level in every country I've played in, national team, Olympics, all that stuff. I always heard the words like don't be a faggot, don't be such a fairy, or even when I was playing, I'd hear discussions about how could someone even be gay, how could someone go through the act of loving another man. So I'd be in the locker room, riding the bike or doing whatever, and hearing these discussions, thinking that all right, well, I'm definitely not going to come out while I'm playing this sport.
Right, and then of course you left.
I left, yeah.
Did you leave and go? You went back to the States where you're originally from.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped playing. I was living here in London, and I was going to go back to school. I was accepted at London College of Fashion. I just thought, I'm going to start my life. I've saved money to put myself through school. So.
And was that because you thought I cannot be gay and be a footballer?
100%, yeah.
So what happened then? You go back to the States and you're playing now for LA Galaxy,
so I was living here, and after I came out publicly, I guess, and posted that letter, I had like thousands and thousands of messages and emails and just so much support that I realized that I wasn't the only person dealing with isolation and depression and dealing with this, and what an impact I could possibly make by going back on the field. So I was visiting my family back in the States in LA, and Bruce Arenas, coach of the Galaxy, just said, if you want to come train with us, like, you're more than welcome. So obviously really scared and afraid of what it was going to be like in the locker room, but I decided to just at least give it a chance and to go back. And the guys were very supportive, and I miss football. So I took a chance and went back.
So you say the guys were really supportive.
Yeah.
It was easy?
Yeah, it was so weird, Again, I told you the things that I heard and from a very young age. But then I went back and just extremely supportive and very normal, very normal being back in the locker room and trialing with the team. And it's like things changed overnight, which showed me that people aren't necessarily homophobic. And it's that weird like pack mentality in football and sports where people say things that they think they should be saying, or the banter to make people laugh, or even the fans, all kind of getting together, and it makes them, just go a little nuts.
And you said that the same people who you had heard homophobic comments from, who you were playing with at Leeds, sent you messages of support,
I'm still good friends with them, and they would say like, hey, sorry if I ever said anything. Because again, for them, it didn't even like really cross their mind. They would just say things. So they're like, oh, I'm sorry if I ever said anything, but like, don't stop playing. Like, you're such a talent. You're such a good person. Keep playing. And I'm still friends with a bunch of the guys. I talk with them and text with them. So that was across the board, from different countries and everything. It was really like a really eye-opening learning experience for me, actually. But
somebody now who's gay, because there aren't any gay footballers at high level.
I
mean, does that seem odd to you?
I'm on the other side now, and I'm enjoying my life. We just won a championship in LA with the Galaxy, and I'm very happy. So I feel bad for guys that were in the same place that I was. But it is odd to me that people haven't seen myself or Jason Collins came on the NBA, Michael Sam in the NFL, and seen that it's possible, and that there haven't been more people to take that step.
Okay, but if there is a gay footballer out there now who hasn't come out, would you say or do you think that actually the grief they'd get, perhaps not in the locker room, perhaps from the terraces?
I think for athletes, it's really what the fear is, the locker room. We're used to abuse in the stands, so I don't think that's where people are so worried. I think it's being outcasted by their teammates. But I would say, obviously you do it, and quickly your teammates will support you. And I know that just because of, again, I've played around the world, and the amount of support that I've had from all my teammates has been outstanding.